They might join mid-session, we'll see. Hopefully. Be nice to have a full grid. Bold's told me 15 viewers, very nice. I did say to Joshua, like, I'll be optimistic and aim for 30 since it's first race of the season, so let's see how it develops throughout the course of the session. Thanks for watching though, of course, everyone watching. And I hope you're going to enjoy it as much as we should do in the commentary box. Yeah, I've been told speed is joining mid-sesh. So yeah, hopefully we get as many out there as we can. Yeah, so maybe if you are a team principal, probably don't join just in case any of them do join.
Oh, what the hell?
So disregard my opinion on anything race related. In that regard, in a way.
Yeah.
Not in terms of commentating, but yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Good to see you all using
then.
the chat box as well. I'll try to keep an eye on that. It might glitch out for me at some point, but I do quite enjoy seeing people's comments and whatever and thoughts and try and sort of input them into my commentary. So that's very good to see.
Anyone who's
Quite cloudy,
watching,
isn't it, Josh?
Indeed. Yeah. Yeah. Anyone that's watching from tier 2, please let us know if it's going to rain.
Yeah. I'll get my umbrella out.
We've got a Ferrari coming out already for the first car this season coming out of the pits. Oh, I think someone's beat him out.
Getting out.
Yeah, oh dear.
Both Ferraris. Yeah. Possible tow going on. We might see that implemented
Goose,
today.
first car out
Tricky to pull off.
on the track in the Williams. How's he going to get on today, do you think?
I think quite well. We know he's got experience in Tier 1. I believe he got 24 points last season, which might not sound like much, but he didn't compete in all the races, maybe about half of those races, maybe less. Alright, yeah. Apologies for the technical fault. Something out of my control there, but should hopefully be back in a minute. But I'm still in the please wait thing. I'll just give it some time. Oh yeah, no, I'm back in. Hallelujah. Right, let's get back into the swing of things.
Yeah, most of the cars were just pit again, so they come back at a great time. Cars are starting to flood back out though. That's Alex coming out of the pits. I don't know if it's just visual, but it says Volvo Adam has disconnected.
Oh, yeah.
Could be
Is
wrong.
anyone on a lap, do you
know? Coyote is just started his lap now, although he's very deep into turn 1 and...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably have to report that.
Don't think Jones Gang has pit yet. No, he hasn't.
No.
3-lap old soft.
I said plus 1.4.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go on board with Hal, as I'm gonna call him, just so I don't butcher the pronunciation. About to begin his lap in the racing point. See how he can do. Out of Parabolica, we shall go. Although he's already invalidated, going a little bit wide there.
Oh.
I think Alex was the next car
Yeah.
on an out lap. Yeah, he is.
Alex has started a lot. Let's
14.
see how he does. Down into turn 1. Nice and tidy through there. It's up to curve the ground up. keeping it tight towards the inside. Rage's time session. And slightly down on his previous first sector. That did look quite good there through Lesmo 1. Lesmo 2. Gotta keep it, and yeah, all good so far. See how we get Sonny Niscari. He's in a purple sector 2. Oh, and he's, yeah, backed out.
Yeah, he can go quicker. It's not a bad first lap, though. We'll be looking to improve. I'm back on board with a Goose Slayer, I think, unless there's anyone else you're thinking we should have our eye on at this stage.
I don't think so.
So Williams heads
The Trooper
into
is on the
turn
lap as well.
8. Ascari. Yeah, I have received word that he may be in danger of some penalties for corner cutting during qualifying.
Who's this?
I've not noticed anything. Trooper.
I haven't seen anything.
I've not noticed anything because I've missed the first bit of quality.
Well, I haven't been on board.
I'll leave it up to the stewards on that one. Yeah. So Goose out at the final corner. What will this be? Oh, in the pits. It must have been validated or wasn't going to improve. Electra Freeze up to P4 119.7.
Here comes
Good lap.
Very
P1.
good lap. Merc up there in P3 as well. So all the times are starting to come in now. It's the end of the session where
Yeah.
we will look forward to, really. And what
Yeah, it's
matters
starting
most.
to take shape though. I think that top 4, I mean all that top 4 we did expect to be up there one way or another.
Yeah.
Jones Gang, maybe a slight distraction there for Maxi as Maxi goes through the exit of Ascari down this long straight. Volvo Adam pole position, provisional. Ferrari looking good at the moment, but there's still time to go in this qualifying session.
Well,
and Maxi improves narrowly, stays P9. Yeah, that might be a controversy, but yeah, we'll see what happens. I won't say anything on it because I've not seen anything, so I've just been made aware of it. And Enzi in the Twitch chat saying up the Jones Gang. So we've got a supporter for Jones Gang there. Jones Gang currently in P6 with a decent lap time of a 119.6.
Ennio Perennial's just gone fastest in the middle sector of anyone so far. What can he produce?
Across
can he get
the
into
line,
the 118s?
takes away Josh.
Yes.
Very nice.
118.9. That's going to be tough to beat.
I think what I would say as well, that's a very, very good benchmark for this stage of the session with time to go. That is potentially the pole time, I would say. I think they'll struggle to get close to that, the rest of them. Let me know if you see anyone else on a lap. I can just see a few people invalidating, really. Might be a little bit of a lull in the action until we get down to the last sort of 3 minutes or so. Beaver time on a lap, but isn't improving. I can just see a lot of invalidations right now. We might go on board with Heatwave, or Hal is improving at the moment. We'll stay on board with the Frenchman in the Racing Point, number 14, a popular number. Alex also running the 14 this race. Takes a bit of a curb in there, as you need to do on a lot of these corners. Down the straight. Yep. Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a real shame. He was up 1.4 as well. So, it was looking very good. It is about consistency in these league races. Oh, and Heatwave. I've no idea what's happened there. But on the entry to Ascari, he's gone very deep and into the gravel. It was only on his... It was on his outlap though as well, which is quite strange, but he might have to pit anyway because I don't think those tyres will be particularly good for another lap. Look how dirty they are on those fronts. speeds up, has joined mid-session. 119.8. Yeah. Let's see. That might be a glitch as well, but he is quicker. He's 1.4 up. Never trust Codemasters. That's one thing I've learnt from commentating and doing the league races. Don't trust Codemasters whatsoever. As he goes nicely on the line there. Those left tyres. Using the track nicely there. Keeping it in the boundaries. P12 for Coyote. Yeah, Heatwave stayed out actually, and he's 4/10 up in the first sector. Nearly loses it though, out of the De La Roger chicane. We'll stay on board for now. I believe he's the only driver on a hot lap. Takes the curbs nicely, does the McLaren. What, yellow flag, sector 1. Keep us updated, Josh, if you can. He's 1.1 up Heatwave. And that's currently... Oh, and invalidated out of Ascari. I don't really get the invalidation out of Ascari, because I think he still had 2 wheels on the track there. I might have to see it again, but that's a bit silly, really, in my opinion. I know it's for game. It's the same for everyone, so it's not necessarily a big problem, but a bit harsh, really. Right. Yeah, I think Volvo Adam is on an outlap. Yeah, carry on. Yeah. Definitely. Well, I'm going to go on board with Volvo Adam, Josh. If you want to watch maybe Alex behind. Oh, Goose might be on a lap, actually. No, he's not. That's another Williams. I'll go on board with Volvo just because he is second. So, yeah, you just keep an eye on maybe Goose or Alex, maybe. Takes the corner nicely there. Takes the inside curb heavily. That's all about speed in the number 60. Yeah. Yeah. I think we know a few. Yeah, sector 1, that looks messy. A racing point might have gone a bit deep there. Yeah, Volvo Adam is 0.17 up. Yeah. Oh, a bit loose out of Ascari. He's invalidated there. We'll switch back to Alex. Volvo Adam missing an opportunity, perhaps. He was quicker, maybe not quite for pole. We'll go back on board with Alex. Can he move himself up the ladder to get the best possible start to the Italian Grand Prix? Yeah. Great lap. On the front row. Merck's invalidated. There's a racing point in trouble out of Ascari there as well. Who is on a lap? King Trooper is quicker through sector 1. Jones Gang is up as well. I think I'll stay on board with Jones Gang. Let me know, Josh, if anyone else is on a hot lap. But I think Jones Gang and Trooper are the ones to watch. Jones Gang down in sector 2, and he has invalidated entering the Ascari set of corners. We'll go back to King Trooper. He's 0.3 of a second up, and he's not invalidated yet. This could be the pole time, or at least a front row. Into the final corner. That car might get in the way. Perhaps. Isn't quite close enough yet. Takes a little bit of the green stuff on the outside. Well, is this going to be? Is it going to be pole? It is pole position for King Trooper in Italy. Absolutely narrowing out Perennial. I don't think so, unless someone else is on a lap. Perennial has improved slightly. I think I'll stay on board with him. There are a few cars about to cross the line. Perennial is slightly down in sector 2, though. I think that looks a little bit... yeah. Yeah, Perennial was a little bit shaky for a Sky. He couldn't gain the time back. Who, Maxi or someone else? Yeah. I think Jones Gang might still be on a lap. We shall see. Will Jones Gang make Enzi proud? Up the Jones Gang. P6 for now. Yeah, I don't think anyone else is on a lap, so that will stay P6. Yeah, from a driver who I think out of everyone in the session, he was third in Tier 2 last season. He didn't win a race actually. He was first in the he was first before penalties were applied in Brazil last season. He didn't officially win a race, but he's gonna get a very, very good shot here of winning the first race of this season, the second season of Tier 2 in DTF1, the third season of DTF1 overall. I mean, we didn't do our predictions before the race. I think, well, we said a little bit. I think we would have had those three up there, thereabouts. But there's certainly people further down the order who can go quicker. But being outside the top 10 might not be too much of a hindrance. Here, you will get the fresh tyres, choice of tyres. So it's not over yet for anyone. And I think we're bound to see some safety cars and stuff like that happen. Yeah. So,
I mean, we still don't know the weather for the race, so
I think I was told no rain, but I presume that might be for the race as well. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think King Trooper, though, I mean, I think compared to last season, King Trooper's definitely got quicker. I think so has Alex.
I think a lot of the drivers have, haven't they? Yeah.
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 So I think they're both in good positions. I wouldn't say we had Durian last season, and I think he was very. He was originally meant to be in Tier 1 before leaving the league, but he was, very good in Tier 2 last season. I wouldn't say we really have a one-horse race in Tier 2 this season. Hopefully it'll stay that way, because it just means good racing. Really. Yeah, Merck said no rain again. So
why is Ben in? This could be a problem now.
Well, I hope he's not in the race.
As you got confused about the start times. Chosen a car.
I'll let the commentators. Well, if not, he'll just have to go slow and then retire in the pits after the first lap.
Yeah. Why? What are we waiting for here? What? Are you still got people loading?
Yeah. Have you?
Yeah. Got my game, bro. It's been loading. Oh, there we go. I'll load up what he wants. So
that is
there's your pit stop predicted strategy. Lap 11 on the soft are not easy to get to.
No. I think we would guess around lap 10 if you want to put the mediums on. I think that's possible.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Really, it could easily be a safety car or something, which could really throw a spanner into the works. Let's see. I'm going to leave the telemetry disabled just because no insights for anyone. And the tyre choice, we have got everyone on the soft compound tyre, apart from Beaver tyre, Matty Jr. and Heatwave going with the medium tyre, and Hal at the back in the racing point on the hard tyres in 16th, which personally, I think that's the right call. So I'm not.
Yeah.
The mediums are okay, but I just think. Well, if there's an early safety car, I think you can get the mediums longer. But I think otherwise they're a bit in no man's land between, you've got to stretch those mediums out quite a distance on heavy fuel, 50% fuel. So
Oh, a bit wide
But we'll
there
see.
from Trooper.
Prove me wrong, you know.
Well, I think the hard is a safer option.
Yeah.
Mediums, you could say, is quicker.
Jones
Only
gang in it
just.
speeds up, disqualified from the formation. That do not know why.
Yeah.
Probably a
Is,
collision,
well,
which
Jones gang
is.
seems to be involved.
Hmm.
Due to him being disqualified
Well,
as well.
that should hurt them off the start as well. So they might have
Yeah,
to watch
they come
out
back to the
for
line.
those behind. Yeah.
Watch out for turn 1 because
Yeah.
I think we can.
Well,
I
in
think we're
tier
going to
3,
see a lot
we
of
didn't
drama
even
down
get
there.
to turn. Yeah. In turn 3, we didn't even get to turn 1 because there was VSC before we hit it.
Yeah.
Will we actually reach turn 1 today? I think so.
Over to you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Martin Brundle. Monza, DTF1, Season 3, Tier 2. It's time to get down on your knees and pray at the Temple of Speed because the lights are out and away we go. And Alex with a drive-through, he's jumped the start. He'll get away still. That's going to hurt his chances. And he's letting them back through. I think Perennial and Trooper will keep going. They're into turn 1 now. Trooper's ahead. Perennial behind, Volvo Adam behind him. Merck in P5 at the moment. Josh, have you
Everyone's
spotted
through
anything?
turn 1 very clean. No, everyone's got through turn 1.
Very, very good.
Pretty
And now
sure.
Merck challenging Alex.
Trooper's
And
on,
Merck
got a second on
is ahead.
Perennial. Second.
Yeah, he's shot away. Perennial maybe
Astonishing there.
distracted by the drive-through jump start of Alex, which is going to add an interesting twist to the race. Coyote overtaking Beaver further down the field. A few overtakes there. Bit
Great
of
start
snap
from
there
Maxi
for Volvo.
as well, by the way. He's jumped from 10th to 6th.
Yeah, great start. I'm a big fan of his, actually. I think he's a very good, consistent driver, so it'll be interesting to see how he does in this race. But Trooper, Sebastian Vettel like pulling the gap. What's that, Josh?
Oh, and there's a move around the outside of Electro Freeze.
Very nice. Well, speeds up's another one. I think he's very quick, actually. So there are very quick people in this. They may be tier 2, but just like last season, doesn't mean they're any less slower. Well, Alex, yeah, he's going to serve it this lap.
Yeah, that makes sense, I think.
Yeah. And my leaderboard's glitched, but Trooper is still in the lead. A bit deep there, maybe. Yellow flags. I think that might be someone exiting the pit lane or an entry. Oh no, Ben's going to enter, I think, to retire. He wasn't supposed to be in this race. But yeah, Volvo Adam. I think Volvo is starting to challenge. He's on the back of Perennial, and this could be very good for Ferrari. All 3 cars in the top 3 powered by Ferrari engines. And Josh is disconnected. Hopefully we can get him back at some point. But we'll keep going for now. But yeah, Volvo Adam 0.3 of a second behind. Perennial. But it's for top 4 really. You can see on the track map to the right of your screen. The top 4 have really gotten away here. Electro Freeze is behind Merck by about 4 seconds. So those top 4 have pulled a very nice gap there in the midfield. Very tight at the moment. And Heatwave around the outside of Coyote we go. Some contact, but looked alright. And Heatwave should be okay now. Although Coyote's going to fight it back here. Down the pit straight we go. And Coyote to the inside. Yeah, he's going to leave it there. Smart play. Oh, and speeds up the wrong way round in turn 1. He did well to get out of the way there, and I don't think anyone suffered damage unless he did further up the field. Volvo Adam, though, I think we'll try to stick with this as much as we can. He is right on the back of Perennial, but Perennial has also closed the gap to King Trooper, so DRS, I think, will be enabled for this straight, and there it is, the DRS flap has opened. And I will take this moment to say, Josh, are you back in the party?
Don't know what's happened there, but
No worries.
I saw the racing point of Maxi go around, and I started like
Oh,
yelling.
what happened to him? I actually completely didn't realise he's now down
I don't
in
know.
16.
He seemed to spin down after turn 1. He was going into the Curva Grande, and I saw him just backwards on the grass. My favourite place, apparently.
I was saying how consistent he is as well, just not that long before that, so I might have jinxed him. But that might be why there's a big gap now, and it's extending. It's not getting any smaller between Merck and Electro Freeze. That's now 5.5, that gap.
I'm not sure.
And an early pit stop for Coyote.
I'm not sure if he has damage. Yeah. See if they change his front wing. Yes. Yeah. Yes, they do.
I think the one stop is by far the clear strategy here. You just lose too much time in the pit lane to do a 2-stop, I think. And some gravel being thrown up by King Trooper, I think, because that gap is now down to only
3/10.
Yeah.
It's the top 3 running away with this at the moment.
Yeah,
Merck trying his best to keep up.
Have you got the banners out yet, Josh?
The banners are out. So go Merck.
I'll allow Josh to be slightly biased on that one, and Trooper 3-second time penalty already in the race, only after 4 laps. Yeah, they could be picking up warnings, and Merck, he needs to just avoid getting penalties if anything, and he might come back into this race in the latter stages. The problem Merck has now is he's not within DRS, and obviously there's a big train behind, and further down the field speeds up, getting past.
Lovely move there.
Cheetah.
However, he's going to allow Slow Cheetah to get DRS back on him.
Yeah.
Can he do anything going down into turn 1? Volvo Adams also picked up a penalty.
Close enough. Yeah. So Ferrari, perhaps their strategy for the race is just absolutely go for it. Yeah. And we'll worry about the penalties afterwards. But Perennial, now, he's in a Ferrari sandwich. But he's in the best position, perhaps. He just needs to stay within DRS. But Trooper again, he's extending that gap. Will they get DRS this time around or not? Maybe just Perennial will get the DRS. Yes, he has. Yeah. And that's quite important, because if Trooper had pulled out of DRS there, he might have pulled out of it for the rest of the race.
Speeds up's also already onto the back of Heatwave.
Yeah.
He seems to be flying at the moment.
Yeah. Well, he's shown a lot of pace. It's a shame he spun.
Yeah.
In the first set of corners. But he's got those tyres back going. Fired up. But we are looking at a sort of 2-horse race at the moment. The battle for first. Well, with the top 4 and then the battle for 5th.
So Trooper might start pulling away now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I think even Volvo Adam as well.
Yeah, he must have made a mistake, because he's suddenly. Disconnection, I think, for Volvo Adam. There's the red X of Doom, and Ferrari reliability issues might cost them. And Merck could be on for 3rd quite easily here. What's that, Josh? Oh, and the Renault.
Wait, what?
I don't know what happened there.
That was weird. Alex has also picked up his first penalty. Yeah, he's still going. That was a bit of a...
Matty Jr. and Heatwave going out, both on the medium compound tyres. Heatwave's going to go down the inside.
Lovely move. And Speeds Up wants to get through as well, but he's going to have to hold back for now.
And good driving by both of them, because it's incredibly difficult to go too wide there.
Yeah.
Both showing a bit of sense not to battle too hard. And Matty letting him go there. And Merck is past the disconnected Ferrari of Volvo Adam.
Speeds Up gets past Matty Jr.
Yeah.
Down the straight, so I think Alex is just about to pass the other racing point.
Yeah. And yellow flags. And it's Electro Freeze the wrong way round out of Ascari. Will we see a safety car or VSC? Yeah, it's just about okay, I think.
Yeah.
Better than Sebastian Vettel and Lance Stroll.
Look at
2018 or 2019?
2018.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, 2018.
Yeah, I think so. And Goose Slayer, is he going to get Jones Gang here? Is he going to get him? Is he going to get him into turn 1?
Oh, and Jones Gang breaks later, and he's made the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a bit of a tapping wall.
Turn them up a bit here.
And look at
Goose Slayer is
speeds
back
up
on him.
going again. Can he make his way through Heatwave this time? Down on the inside. Heatwave has it covered for now.
Synchronised, battling. Heatwave's got him, but they're still going into the corner.
Oh, and
Goose Slayer's got him.
Jones Gang lost 2 places at once there. He's got front wing damage on that end plate.
Oh, has he? Oh, yeah, he has. Maybe contact. I didn't see all of it because the camera angle wasn't brilliant. But it looks okay. I can't really say without seeing a full perspective of it. It looked okay from our perspective, but obviously if they have a problem with it, clip it, and the stewards will look into it. But Goose Slayer will now look to pull a gap. But Heatwave on the medium tyres doing very well.
Yeah,
considering he started down in P14 or so. 3-second time penalty for speeds up there.
Yeah.
The gap out front between Trooper and Perennial staying at about 1.7 as well. But Trooper does, of course, have that 3-second time penalty, which could prove crucial in the outcome of the race.
I
remember last season.
Sorry to cut across you. He's just
cut
past Jones Gang on the straight. Easy move
Jones Gang deciding to stay out despite the wing damage. That might be the better move, to be fair.
Shouldn't cost you too much time around here, but...
Yeah. Why? He'll lose more time than... If he pitted, he'd lose more time if he had to go to 2 stops. So, a nice train though. 6th down to about 13th, all sort of around within a second of each other. Alex coming back through the field in P12. Hopefully he can get himself back up there, recover from that early drive-through. He'll be kicking himself for that, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But it's a
not
long
a great
race.
day
Just
for Haas,
stick with
it seems.
Yeah, your team. How do you feel about that, Josh?
Quite disappointed.
Does it hurt you?
But, yes, it does hurt me very much. But yeah,
I'm Nico
Hulkenberg.
You see, I don't have any affiliation with anyone, so
he's quick enough to get back through. So let's see what he can do in this race. It'll be interesting to see what he can do.
Yeah. Well, he's still very much on for 5th because it is so tight at the top and speeds up right on the back of Heatwave.
He's flying at the moment, but
the problem is Goose Slayer. He's just got a massive gap in front of him and no help whatsoever from a toe, and they've all got the DRS behind him. He's on that line trying to shorten the run to the line as much as possible. I imagine he's using DRS. Well, he's using ERS.
Oh, and late braking from Heatwave.
Slight contact. It's hard to tell. I don't know how much exactly because of the camera angle. But
wheel to wheel with him now.
Yeah, he's taking advantage.
And it's a yellow
into the cover ground and safety car deployed.
And that is in. Oh, and who is that for? That's for Electro Freeze.
Yeah, off at Ascari. And this is going to close them right up again. And
let's see.
This stupid game. I wish this had happened yesterday. Alex back in with a shot, especially if the field closes up.
Yeah, Volvo Adam just rejoined
get
us
past
as well.
Heatwave, I believe. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's worked out nicely for Volvo Adam. Very unlucky there. It's good that he's going to get a shot to get back in the fight for the lead. I think they'll pit here, though.
Will be
don't
kicking himself. He was having a great race. I think he was up in P5 at one point.
Yeah, P5.
And
very nice.
And yeah.
I'll check penalties because I've been told that Trooper 6 seconds of time penalties already. And I think I was going to say earlier, I think it was Britain maybe as well in Tier 2 last season. Him and Kage were fighting for the race win. I think Kage might have just about got it on penalties. We might see that happen again. A similar scenario here. Is anyone going to stay out? I don't think so, although there are some on the medium compound.
Oh, and Heatwave on the medium pit, so he's going to go to the hards.
And go on, Goose Slayer. Go on, he's staying out.
Can he get the lead? Oh. Well, Troopers overshot the corner, so...
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know what... I mean, they're both entitled to do it. It's just as long as they meet the delta, it's fine. But on Goose Slayer back, maybe a legal overtake warning there. Maybe. We'll see, we'll let them sort it out and see what happens. And Slow Cheetah also stayed
Wait,
out.
what?
He's up to P4.
Why is Volvo Adam at the back? What the fuck?
Is that a glitch?
Whoa!
Oh, he's off!
What's happened here?
No idea. Had he already rejoined before the pits?
He was going. What?
Or
Oh,
he might get in
okay,
trouble
what?
for that, because that was quite
Well, I don't know what's
clearly
happened
caught.
there, but
Yeah, I don't know. I presume he just lost it on the fresh tyres, perhaps.
yeah.
But we said it. We said it, you know, before the race. Safety cars, VSCs.
Yeah.
It's completely changed the course of this race. Completely. Who do you think? Well, I think I'm happy that Goose is in P1 because you know I think fair play for staying out. Whether or not it's the right move, we shall see. Because those softs might be very dirty at this point in the race. Slow Cheetah did the same, but it's worth a gamble from them. Maybe is what they're thinking. I think Trooper and Perennial have benefited more than Merc and whatever happened to Volvo Adam, because Merc is now is separated by you know 2 cars from Perennial and Trooper. So Slow Cheetah in and Goose as well. So they have decided to pit.
So
Might be the right call on reflection.
That comes back into the picture is Maxi after that.
Oh yeah.
Controversial.
He'll rejoin the back of the pack.
Incident. See how he does as well. Don't write him off. He can get back up there. We
absolutely
think.
Is Volvo Adam still going, or is he?
I don't know what's going on. It says on the leaderboard is P9, but then not P9, P15.
Yeah.
In the I don't know.
No idea.
Could it be? It's a lap down. Wait, what?
Yeah. He might. Well, I think. Well, if he's there, he maybe has to be. Well, at one point in qualifying, this race looked so good for Ferrari.
Yeah.
Well, even in qualifying, I think they were 1-2 at one point, and they've only got 1 car still going in the battle for the lead.
So we suspect a safety car will be in this lap, surely.
Yeah, it should be. If Maxi and Goose will join the back of the pack, so
yeah,
certainly possible.
See how those two get on. Those at the back who just pit. Sorry, get on then.
I think. I mean, I think they'll know on reflection they maybe should have pitted the lap earlier, but I think fair play for them for maybe just seeing how it went. But I think it was the right call to maybe pit this lap anyway because they'll just lose so much time.
There you go.
I think so.
Safety car in
unless
this
the field
lap.
So then, again. Yeah.
How will Trooper decide to go? When will he go?
If I was him, I'd take it slow, but we shall see, or slower. Because you need that safety car to peel into the pits.
Yeah.
Is that wing damage behind? It is Volvo Adam and someone behind.
Alex,
some wing
severe
damage.
collision with Alex.
Yeah.
So Alex got a penalty for hitting speeds up.
Yeah. Or kicking off.
So he
and
got
Merc,
wing damage.
Right past Beaver. That's crucial. He's up to P3 already. And Heatwave on the back of Beaver as well. Beaver staying out on those tyres. It's not working out for Beaver. He's lost 2 positions.
Oh, it's way too late from Matty, and there's a
contact.
Williams round.
Yeah.
And that's just allowed a whole bunch of drivers to go through. Everyone's stopping now on turn 1. Jones is going down to 14th.
Yeah. I think that was a tough one because... And Alex going to challenge speeds up here. Alex having to take the escape road.
And what a lovely switch back there from whatever you say his name, Hal.
Hal, the Frenchman in the...
The Frenchman, yeah. Lovely switch back to get the move on.
Yeah,
Matty.
I was just going to say, in Beaver was the one hit. I think what may have, because Beaver was on the old tyres, he obviously would have had to pit. He would have had to brake earlier, and perhaps not registered by the car behind. So the contact caused there. They'll take a look at it, those stewards maybe. And Alex is going to challenge speeds up again. And Trooper 2 seconds up. And Merc, you'll be singing his name now, Josh. He's within a second of Perennial for P2. Yellow flags, Parabolica, and what's this? Oh my, Maxi and Jones gang, double track
Oh yeah,
reset there
Coyote's
maybe.
off.
No idea what happened there, we caught it late. And now Matty and Hal into turn 1 we go. Who's late on the brakes? Bit of lag there, I think they're side by side. Matty's out in front, but the traction, he's compromised himself here. And another collision, I believe, in turn 1, involving a Mercedes.
Who is
and
that?
a few others.
It's all kicking off here, and wheel to wheel between
Yeah.
Matty and Hal.
Hal's got, he's on the softs, so he should be quicker. He should be able to get away, and it's closing up behind. Goose Slayer somehow managed not to be impacted too badly, I believe, by any of those collisions. He's P10. He'll be hoping to gain some places. He's on the mediums. Fresher than Beaver time. If they're teammates, I imagine we should see team orders between them, but we shall see.
See what happens, yeah.
But this effectively, Perennial and Merc, it is the battle for the race. At the moment, because King Trooper does have a 6-second penalty, yeah, Goose Slayer passed Beaver time. I would imagine maybe team orders playing a part there, and I think that's the right call anyway, because Goose's tyres are that much fresher than the team principals. Yeah, Merc 4 tenths behind now. You've got a good relationship with him, Josh. What would you tell Merc at this moment?
Well, still a long way to go, isn't there? We're
share.
only halfway through the race, so yeah, we do need to cheer him on, obviously. But I think you've got to be patient in these sort of scenarios. You can't just, start placing your car wherever you want, and
Yeah.
if an opportunity comes his way, then you got to, I suppose, you'll take it. But yeah, you got to be patient with your with these moves, especially up near the top.
Yeah, definitely. I think watch out as well. I'm just looking at the leaderboard. I think watch out for Heatwave a little bit as well. He is on the hards, and those in front are on the mediums. So if those mediums begin to fall away in the latter stages, Heatwave might not be in a bad position to gain some time. Alex in P5 as well at the moment. He is gaining time as well. I think Jones Gang and Maxi battling at the back of the field. We might just cut back to this. Yeah, we missed a bit of it.
Maxi's had to pit again. That's a shame.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
No, I didn't see.
Parabolic.
Maybe it was just turn 1, but
it's a weird place to crash to a Parabolica, but I don't know what happened. Because they were both in the gravel, like, the barriers. So weird one. Yeah, Merc's sticking with him. Goose on the back of Matty, and they were close into turn 1. Yeah, I think at the moment the key
and Trooper's lost it. And the lead. That was a bit dodgy. Rejoined.
Why do you say that?
In the middle of the track.
I didn't see it.
And Merc had to swipe to the right of him while Perennial went to the left. Could have been a big collision, but we'll see what
the stewards will take a look at it, but from his perspective, I guess he had to get a move on to still be in this fight. He's third now. Those tyres will be very bad at this point. They will be overheated. Goose Slayer past Matty in P8. It's a shame I didn't catch that. And the flags. Ferrari in the pits. I believe that's Volvo. Adam. Yeah. Ferrari deciding to retire the car. Again, it's not going to plan for Ferrari. Trooper spinning. He's now... Did he get... No, he didn't get DRS.
Trooper's out of the DRS ranges. Oh!
Yeah, it could prove very costly. But will they start to back to the front too? Yeah. And Hal speeds up battling. Hal is on the faster tyres, though. That would make sense for team orders if they are employing them. We do not know. And in the chat box, Stock Lobster, Haas team principal, has said, win this fucking race in regards to Alex. He's done well to come back into it. It's not over yet. We could always see another safety car.
Sounds very much like Gunter Steiner.
Definitely. Yeah, things could sell. Merck now within 2/10
Yeah.
of the Alfa Romeo.
They must have been scrapping
And
because Troopers got right back up.
yeah. Yeah. They're within the second now, the front three. And Alex also within... He's close to Heatwave. Very close. So we could see some overtakes this lap. Down the pit straight. Is Merck going to go for it this time? Does he have enough charge left? He's gaining.
Not going to use it, I think.
And gaining. Or you never know.
Not
He
quite.
pulls
Alex
out.
is past
He's not
Heatwave.
quite close enough. Yeah, Alex passed
As
Heatwave.
Maxi pits again. Well, just dreadful race for him. It's a shame, really.
I apologise for jinxing him. Yeah. Yeah, Merck just right on the back of Perennial. I wonder how Perennial's feeling. Is he nervous at this point? He's got two behind him, right up the backside
of to close that
his
gap
car.
as well.
Let's hope so.
Can we see a four-way fight?
Well,
I mean,
what
there
a
he
story
is,
if
though.
Alex,
There's
if Alex were to win, despite that jump start. And to be fair to Alex, you know, he jumped to start and I think he let them back through again.
Yeah.
And if I was him, I might have just kept going, so...
Speeds up, still stuck behind his teammate. But overall, I think it's been a decent day so far for the Racing Point boys.
Yeah, not too... Yeah, good. I mean, you've got to bear in mind the constructors, and they've got both cars up there. I think they're the only team to have both cars in the points apart from Williams. And Mark, is he going to do it? No, he pulls back in behind the Alfa Romeo.
Oh,
a 3-second time penalty.
Oh,
he'll know he has to get a move on now, really.
Beaver finally pits, so what you just said about both Williams being in the top 10 is no longer a thing.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. See what he goes on to. Softs. They should be quite. They should last till the end.
Well, I think I invited Beaver to the league, so hopefully he can show why I did that and set some good laps, and hopefully he'll be about 23 seconds off slow cheater.
Yeah.
So he's really gonna have to push. But
no penalties though.
Should be able to gain some time. Yeah. Yeah, that's true actually as well. I'll check penalties now. Yeah. Alex has got 8 seconds, but I imagine he might try to get those penalties removed because I'll shut up because Merck down the inside into Parabolka, but he might give up DRS on the pit straight.
Wheel to wheel as they go towards the line now.
Absolutely, but who's going to get DRS? And Trooper, he's going to be in a great position here.
Oh, Perennial got DRS.
And Perennial's got DRS.
And Merck drops
Trooper down the inside.
Here comes Trooper, braking later. Giving each other space.
And they're still too
Merck has
wide.
just got to watch this. This is allowing Alex to catch back up.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to say with Alex, 8 seconds worth of penalties, but he might try to get some of those removed, so he might be in a fantastic position here.
Trooper did get back through, so he has kept that place.
Yeah. Oh, and Trooper on the gravel, and he's having to defend a little bit there. They're tightening right, and Alex will be gaining on us. And don't forget Heatwave in P5.
Yeah.
He might gain some positions through lack of penalties. Alex has taken too much of the grass. He's compromised his exit.
Oh, and
they're back at it here. 2 tenths behind. Not close enough. It is all kicking off in this tier 2, and Merck a bit loose through Ascari. So is Perennial on the exit. Well, we said earlier it was a battle between the top 4. We've been proven wrong. The top 5 now all within a second of each other.
Yeah.
And I think they're all fired up now. The adrenaline's pumping. I think we're going to see another overtake.
Here comes Perennial round the outside. Can he get it done easily? Through Trooper there.
Yeah. I think that's wise of Trooper as well. I mean, if there was no point fighting that too hard because Merck was right behind him, and there's a brilliant train for the lead. The top 5, as we've said. As I said, Heatwave's in a brilliant position, really, because he's not got the penalties, nor has Perennial. But we might see some of those removed or whatever after the race.
Don't write off anyone else behind them either.
Definitely. Seven laps to go, I think, about that.
Yeah. It's
gone quickly, this race.
It has, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
We did say it would be a quick one, so...
Well, you said it was one of the quickest ones, didn't you?
Yeah.
Alex picks up another penalty.
To give Heatwave credit, I'm just looking at who the position change, and he's gained 9 places. And Alex is on the back of Merck here. He's on the back of Merck. He's going to go for it in Parabolica down the inside.
Oh, and almost takes him onto the grass.
I think that was great racing there. I think Merck defended that brilliantly, just to cut off the space fairly. But they're still going at it. Trooper, he's only 2 tenths behind. He's going to go for it
Alex
down the inside.
Merck, and it's contact
behind him. He's gone. I didn't see all of that.
That's difficult.
Yeah, I didn't see all of it.
And Merck's round. What's happened here then?
No idea.
Trooper, what's happened to him?
No idea. I'll have to watch the track map after. And another yellow flags.
Where's that?
Okay, no, I don't think.
That's at the chicane, isn't it?
I don't know. I didn't think.
I don't know what's happened.
I looked and I was like, yeah, I don't know. We don't know what's happened. Someone tell me in the chat box.
But all I saw was Alex tried Merck positioned his car perfectly down the straight in the middle. So Alex tried going around the outside. There was no room, so we at the last minute switched to the inside, but he caught the back of Merck.
Yeah, I think on reflection he will probably realise that maybe was a bit late. But I mean, Alex,
it's all kicked off.
He might get some penalties for that, but he maybe will get some of these removed. I don't know. But Trooper, I think Alex has wing damage because that was far too easy, and he is, I think, pitting. So Alex has got no chance of winning the race now. I'm afraid to say.
That's him done. Yeah.
And speeds up now in P4. Ooh. You need to keep going. I would say you could have still had P10 and maybe some more places.
He did get a penalty then for speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah. All I would say is just keep going. You never know what could happen.
Yeah, well.
Think of the season. You're in the battle for the championship. Every point matters. It was only 1 point separating Dury and Rage last season, so that's how tight it could be. Every point counts.
It's a great shame.
Yeah, it was.
Was good nevertheless.
Yeah.
Now that's happened, everyone's spread out again.
Yeah, well, yeah. They're just sort of outside DRS, aren't they? Speeds Up has closed the gap. We'll see what tyres are on. Just remind us of that. And Heatwave is on the hard, so is Speeds Up. So all those hards.
It's hard if they
come into play.
Where really?
Yeah. Would you say that would you say there's a massive difference here, Josh, between the hards and the mediums?
Pace wise, yes. Where no. I think.
Yeah.
I think the hards may last 2 or 3 laps longer, but it's difficult to call. It's difficult to call. Let's just see how they get on.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Laps to go. Perennial at the moment has this in the bag.
Yeah, absolutely. Trooper closing within a second. If I look at the chat box, I can see Shamrock saying "fuck Alex," of course. Lobster Pain, which
New
I
season,
think that's understandable. Oh, yellow flags again. Don't think that's. Oh, it's some Heatwave. He's down in P3 now, so something happened there.
Yeah, what's happened there? Yeah.
But he will currently still get P2 on penalties. But Speeds Up, gaining
in
as well.
Car.
And I've also had a "This is great" from Mr. Vaseline
Sorry.
DTF1
Perennial
champion
just got a
overlord. So
penalty.
thanks for that. Was it 3 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this is interesting. What can Heatwave do?
Oh yeah. Oh. That could be really costly.
Although, is he missing front wing?
Heatwave.
He's missing an end plate.
Yeah, end plate. Speeds up's got a chance at a podium here.
Yeah, see ya. This could be a great drive. Didn't he spin around at the first
Yeah,
mid
mid corner. He's gonna go down the inside.
He's got the line. Heatwave locks up. Lovely move. P3.
Yeah. Gets it done nicely, but he's got to pull a gap now of 8 seconds. And then he's got that place.
Yeah. Oh, and what's happened up front is Perennial struggling.
Yeah, those tyres now getting to a danger point, perhaps, with the tyres.
See if Speeds Up can pull this off. 4 laps to do it.
I think it's possible with Heatwave's damage.
I don't know how he's got damage.
Possibly.
Here comes... Wait, no, that's a lapped car.
Maybe. Oh, wow, he must have maybe just somehow hit the wall.
Oh, look at this. Trooper just got another penalty.
Yeah.
Which puts Speeds Up in P2 at the moment.
Yeah.
Except
And Heatwave would still be moving up. But as I said, we don't know if some of these penalties could be removed. And stuff like that, so... He's going to go for it here, the Trooper, don't you think? For P1.
He's got it.
Yeah, nice and easy, really.
Well, I think Perennial knows he doesn't need to fight it.
Yeah, I won't get too shouty about that one.
Yeah.
I'll save everyone's ears. Being made aware as well. Slow Cheetah up 7 places. So is Hal. Slow Cheetah in 8th. Hal in 9th. Matty up 6 places from 7th. Heatwave up 10 places. Oh, and Trooper wide again. He's on the gravel.
Ooh.
Perennial though, I think I think Perennial, as you've said, he knows he can just sit behind and get the win perhaps. Yeah, good drive I think by quite a few people. I think Slow Cheetah as well. Very consistent and clean from the looks of it. Managed through all the carnage to get up to P8. Hal as well, and Hal's 2 stops, so that's very impressive as well. They're both, well, Hal's on the soft, so he will be attacking Cheetah in the remaining laps. Merc has recovered and he's gaining on Goose Slayer as well. And Merc's got a lot of penalties, so we might see some of those removed. I'm not sure if they're all corner cutting penalties, but we'll see. Yeah, Perennial sort of dropped back to about 7/10 off now, hasn't he? So.
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna give a hats off to those guys without penalties.
Yeah, go for it.
It's saying it's not easy to get around here without picking up warnings, just because Scar can be a bloody pain, but another chicanes and everything. And then obviously, Coyote and Heatwave have done a very good job from avoiding them.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we'll start to discuss the driver of the day soon. Possibly next lap.
A big moment.
Yeah.
Let us know in the chat box if you have any contenders for driver.
I think I know mine, to be fair.
Wow. I'd say, well, I don't know actually. Probably got 2 or 3.
Difficult.
I could say. I mean, the top 3 at the moment is looking like Perennial, followed by Heatwave.
Yeah, well, it's close, isn't it?
Speeds up, and then
He's got quite a second in one lap.
Yeah, well, Heatwave's got to stay within. He's got not.
And there goes Goose.
Yeah, he's got him. Goose
And
Slayer just slayed him.
Well, he'll be licking his lips.
Who's got DRS? Goose Slayer has, so he should stay ahead of Heatwave.
He is, he's pulling away, and that is just going to allow speeds up to pull that gap. Who is going to be my driver of the day? Just because, yeah, I think it's been a great recovery from him. At the moment, it's P3.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Or is it P3 at the moment? No, he's just made a mistake.
Well, Gooseslayer has a penalties.
It's so.
I think
this is so close.
Speeds up. I think he'll have it just because Heatwave's got that wing damage. I think he's just going to lose time from here on out.
It's now 8.1 seconds between the two.
Yeah.
This is so close.
But Trooper's got 15 seconds worth of penalties, so Heatwave might find himself moving up that way. He's just got to stick with it. But Heatwave, 3-second penalty. This happened to me yesterday in Tier 3 on the last lap. That might have cost him the podium place. And how getting past
there's a fight at the back.
Cheater into Ascari.
It's all kicking off the last lap as Perennial wins the first race of the season. Speeds up, finishing second in the end.
Yeah, how about that?
Trooper third. Heatwave will be gutted because he knew he could have had that third place.
Well, even, I mean, top
Gooseslayer,
2 as well.
P5. Merc will be disappointing, but I can imagine a few people will be kicking off.
Yeah, but the Discord chat might get interesting.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that.
Overlord saying Goose Driver of the Day. I've also had Speeds Up nominated. I would probably say either Perennial, Speeds Up, or Heatwave, I think. But I think Gooseslayer is a candidate, and, well, a lot of them are, to be fair. Such an intense race. I'd say Heatwave just because the amount of positions he gained.
Which is fair enough, yeah.
To be fair. But I don't know what happened for him to get the wing damage. But Speeds Up's a good... I mean, to be fair, Speeds Up spun in the first corner. So
exactly, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's probably a fair shout, to be fair. Because he recovered well from that. Safety car may have helped him, but it helped quite a few people. And the safety car was good, wasn't it, really? It did.
It was, yeah. Well, yeah. It just
spice things up, did you?
Yeah. Add a little spice to that. Yeah.
And we were sort of saying, oh, we wouldn't mind rain in one of these sessions, but
we don't need it.
Rain in that race. Don't need it. Stay away. Oh, great! I mean, that's just I mean, that race is really typical of what Tier 2 was like.
Well, it's just a preview of what's to come, isn't it? Really.
Yeah. So hopefully it'll stay that way for all the other races. Glad I commentated on that now.
Yeah. Well, would you have rather commentated it or raced it?
Raced? Oh, I don't know. I'm a racer, but you know, I like to commentate as well.
Well, yeah.
It's a difficult.
Definitely worth it, I think. But, I'm not one to judge.
We're going to do all of this again in a week's time.
Yeah, all to do once again. And it's at Hungary this time, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I think Hungary will be interesting just because there will be a mix of strategies, really. 2-stop or 1-stop.
Yeah.
But I think even though people like Merc and, you know, Goose, they might have wanted to get higher in that race, I think it was vital for them to finish in the points, really, and at least, you know, secure that. Because it is a long championship, so it's not over yet. Alright, from me and Josh, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you next week in Hungary.
Yep, thanks for watching, everyone.